Welcome to Rootstem Gaming, and this is painting a Deathwing Contemptor dreadnought.
So, as usual, I've just done the basic base coating. I have actually put a very large rock on this to make it look like he's standing on it. But we've just undercoated the entire figure with black. I know we're going to be doing a bone, and a lot of people would prefer to do lighter colours. But I am going to start, I have of course left the arms off, I am going to start with a black. And I'm actually going to do a quick overshadowing technique. And as you can see, what I've done is basically gone over it with a white spray can, but from a distance. So it's nice and highlighted everything, picked up everything that's going to be lighter, and of course picked up everything that's going to be darker with the black beforehand. And it does give it two base coats, which is always good when you're using resin figures from Forge World. So next up, after we've sprayed the white, I may have gone a bit too much on that, but we'll see. I'm going to use Carrick Stone through the airbrush. This is before, of course, I coat the model in the Shabty Bone, which is always a great one for the Deathwing. Turn on the compressor. As always, using internal, no tanks, so please bear with me on the noise. And this is going to go all over. Not really going to take care a lot, it's just going to go all over the figure. And then all those raised areas, all that black and that white should give me contrast. Slightly different to what I normally do. I normally do several colours and build up. With this one, I'm doing it in a more traditional airbrush way. Now remember, this is a bit of a base for the Shabty Bone we're going to be putting on. Try to avoid any of the metallic parts that I'm not going to be painting. It's just a waste of paint, that, however. As you can see, I'm putting it on very thin. Very thin. I'm not giving it a massive. No, a lot of colour, the white and the black of the spray that I put on beforehand, working its magic, creating that contrast, giving me the highlights that I'm after. I'm trying to be as thin because, like I say, it's a very thin colour. It can be one of those that likes to spit and spatter. And the exhaust housings, when you are airbrushing, make sure you get everything that you're supposed to get. Sometimes, because of the speed of an airbrush, I have seen it where people's been painting up the figures and I completely forget. Now, don't ask me how many layers I'm doing on this. I'm doing it till I feel comfy with the level that it's at. I'm trying to come in at a slight angle on any of the air, but then of course I'm moving the figure around, so that might be a bit counterintuitive. I get all the areas that's going to be bone. Woohoo! So we're getting there. We are getting there. Just need to add on that luscious shouty bone. And of course the white and the black working for us on that there. Trying to give us that nice little contrast. Right. So next colour to use is going to be the old school shabty bone or bleach bone. Use some of the older colours. I'm going to take the end off. So I want it to be more controlled. Don't get me wrong, this colour can spit and spat. I'm going to do several layers of this. I'll make it quite thin. It acts more like a gloss overtone. More bone is coming. I think the rest of that I'm going to add a little bit of white. Coming back in again for some more passes. Like I said, I've added a white to it now. Just picking my spots, making sure the bits I want to highlight are being highlighted. I don't want to highlight the whole thing. The whole thing is not in the sun. Bear with me. Yeah. Looking good. Like I said, pick your spots. Don't spray everything. You can't. You can never spray everything. You need to just pick your spots, get it highlighted. Don't be afraid to do a couple of passes as well if you think it needs it. If you think it's done on one pass, fine. It's your model at the end of the day. Sometimes just going back over just that one time gets a bit more of a highlight going. It's always good. Always good. Little compressor there, it's rattling away. There we go, we're getting it, we're getting the bone. The bone's looking good. The bone is looking nice. I might do one more pass with a very thin white. Just a very, very thin white, possibly doing it into this formula that I've got in the cup. Still got some left. I have a bit of a blockage there. I'm coming in again, I put a bit more white into the pot. I don't want a lot, I just want a shade. I may have got a blockage here, it's never a good thing. No! No, don't you dare be blocked. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Damn it! I really hate white. Okay, round two. There we go. Now you can see it's very different, it's creating a nice contrast. Now that I've actually got it bloody working. I've put several layers. Jeez. Yeah, I put several layers of white in, and that's fine. That's what we wanted. We wanted that sort of bony white colour that the Deathwing have. Again, we're attacking it from an angle. We're not doing it straight. I'm starting to get some blockages, not blockages, but I think I need a new airbrush personally. That'll have to wait. Really coming on strong now, really coming on strong. Don't forget that the airbrush itself, it will dry and darken. It doesn't always stay light, it will dry and darken. No. Oops, never mind. There we go. Very clean bone white. I may even go over that just a little bit of dry brush. In fact, I did forget to use this. Very clean bone white. You can possibly go over this now with some Tyrant Skull, but I probably won't do. What I'll probably do is just go into the recesses, shade it with some Agrax Earthshade, get some really dark tones in there, and then paint the rest as we would normally paint it. So after the airbrushing on this guy, ignore these, I've gone and actually put some Seraphim Sepia into the recesses just to make it stick out. So we've got those nice little shadings, we've got a Seraphim. I'm not dry brushing this one because I like the creamy sort of white that it's given it, made the effect, unlike the harsh white that you see on the guys behind it. I've gone ahead and painted in all the silver parts. These are then of course just painted with your typical lead belcher, followed by a null oil combination. And I'm going to take it to the next step from there. So I've done that. I've dry brushed as well with some Necron compound over the top very lightly, just making sure that we're capturing all aspects of the figure, and that's pretty much it. I will be moving on to the weapons next. These weapons have just been base coated black with some silver edging, just using the airbrush, just doing your standard silver techniques. I may run a video on basics soon, to be honest with you, or I might actually run the basics if I ever get my Patreon or website up and running. Done some exclusives. So I've done the barrels. Normally I wouldn't do it all to the end, but I'm going to actually do a unique one of those burnt barrel ends. So you can actually see what that looks like and then see what I do to try and achieve that effect. So I'm starting off, I've got some Dragonoff Nightshade or any sort of dark blue in my airbrush. I'm going to just do the ends. Now, you can do it with this way brush, but I always find sometimes with a brush you might end up with streaks, and I always prefer the look of the airbrush. Sorry for the noise again. Dragonoff's coming out nice, and it shouldn't need a lot. Well, I don't even thin it. And we're just going to caress those tips. Not a lot, just enough. Nice. Now the ends of this guy. Now these are going to be a bit, I'm going to go a bit deeper with this because I wanted to get some onto this paneling here. Because I'm going to do it as a 3 colour step, so it's not going to just be this. There's going to be another 2 colours to go on top, and you are going to overshade over the top of the other colours. So next I'm going to go with some Druchii Violet, and that's going to be applied over everything, maybe just leaving a little tiny bit at the end so it's clear, and that should overshade it nicely. Look at that. Make these look singed. And last but not the least, the classic Seraphim Sepia. Again, just trying to go down that far and then just bring it in just a little bit into that sort of purple. It's nice to do on these. Make sure you get it all the way around. There you are. Whoop. You're moving gently, not high pressure. You don't want to push off the previous inks that you've done. You still want to have a go when they're a little bit wet. You don't want to maybe just have an eye for it, and there you are. Very quick, very simple. Nice bit of shading. Now I have progressed a bit since doing the burn effect on the muzzle of the weapons. As you can see, I've put some green and painted the gold up. The gold effectively is just your standard sort of painting of gold. So you got your gold, you'll wash it with your brownie wash. In my case it was Agrax Earthshade, and then I dry brushed it with a bit of Necron compound, whatever sort of you see fit. The reef, or sort of like the parchment across that's running across his top, that was Carrick Stone followed by Bleachbone, and then I put a wash of Agrax Earthshade on the top, and then again another bit of Bleachbone, just sort of thinned out a bit more like a glaze wash that went over the top of it. I do apologise for the camera shaking. I'm about to do the base, but of course you can just do your standard basing, and I'll be honest with you, that's pretty much it. I know I've not gone through some of the greens and such and how to paint them, but the video is not about that. It's about painting the armour and making the weapons look awesome with an airbrush. That's more of a brush, standard brush technique. Right then guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button for more. Patreon is coming, and of course if I can get 100 Patreons on there, I'll actually have a prize draw and give away a painted miniature from Rootstem Multimedia. It's actually going to be a Space Marine Primaris Captain, the one I believe in the Gravis armour. Once I've finished painting it, of course, I'm currently, so you guys can see, I've nearly done, and that's coming along nicely, especially the cloak. And once it's been completed, once I get to 100 Patreon, 100 Patreon subscribers, I'll give that away to any, well, it'll be a random member of the subscribers, and that'll be, well, I was going to say it was going to be the UK only, but I think I can include the US in that as well. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I say, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button for more, and buy a t-shirt, Teesprings/Rootstem Gaming. And of course you can always look at my Twitch when I do some live streams. It's hit and miss due to work, proper work, but that's at Rootstem Gaming twitch.tv/Rootstem Gaming, and I'll put a link as well and everything possibly down below to the Patreon site. Well, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.